Hello everyone, AMHarbinger here, and you saw my last video, my Spider-Man reaction video. You know that I tried doing a live stream for Sony's presentation, but my internet kept cutting out, so I'm doing a series of reactions to the trailers that I haven't seen yet. I decided to not watch it and keep my reactions pure. And while the trailers do have the names of the games there, I am still going to come in with full of enthusiasm, and I'm completely unaware of what I'm about to see in regards to Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I assume it's going to be a sequel to the 2016 game, which I really liked, but the story was very weak in the way that it wasn't on par with Ratchet and Clank. I was about to say Resident Evil. Ratchet and Clank 2002, which was the original game, the first game that started the franchise. But, you know, it was fun for gameplay, and I really hope that Insomniac learned from their issues from the 2016, I believe it came out in 2016, reboot. So let's see what this game has in store for us. Seriously, I love that logo. Insomniac Games, who bring us Spider-Man. Let's see if they can go 2 for 2. Great colorful environments, a lot of particle effects. Really liking that. Okay, now I see why they call it Rift Apart.
You all right back there? No way.
It appears that the dimensions are collapsing on one another. If we cannot get to
Get
right.
to what?
The ship. I mean, we can't be that far.
I have it in my sights.
they have found us, Ratchet.
How do I steer this thing?
Ask nice.
Wow, that was quick. Like, this is gameplay, I'm going to assume, and that was a cutscene? The transition was almost instant. I mean, that is really impressive. I mean, wow. Maybe they're actually going to live up to that motto that it's not going to have any load times, but wow, that was quick.
Please.
Slow down, please.
Then again, I'll make a note that anytime I watch one of these presentations or live streams, I always immediately think that these are all vertical cuts. You should also come with that mentality that everything you're seeing is subject to change because Aliens, Colonial Marines, and Anthem. Just saying. I know Insomniac Games is a big acclaimed developer, but yeah, until the game is available to the public, everything to me is subject to change.
That's not listening.
Awesome.
The dimensions are.
This reminds me of Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time. If you play that game, you can go through portals and go through various time periods to solve puzzles and take on combat challenges. But in here, it's dimensions, so they can go a little more wild with it. In that game, it was the same dimension, but different time periods. Here, it's clearly different dimensions. And, I mean, this looks like, I can't remember the Guru's homeland in Sly Cooper 2. This kind of reminds me of that.
Are weakening considerably.
How bad is it?
Already, this is much more elaborate than Ratchet and Clank 2016.
Well, it is certainly not good.
Great.
Where are we?
It's Cyberpunk 2077.
To the depths with ya! How many arms you got, beast? We've been boarded! Get off me, ship, foul creature!
Clank.
So Clank went through a portal, not Ratchet, and we can see a wanted poster for Ratchet.
Ratchet. We are too late. Ratchet?
Dr. Nefarious is the main villain.
Who?
Whoa, okay. Well, we just low-key confirmed Dr. Nefarious is the main villain, which makes sense. He was the main villain in the reboot, and I guess he's back to take over the dimensions, but this... Look at that! Instead of a wrench, she has a hammer. Is this Ratchet, but a female Ratchet? Like, there are different dimensions, so this could be Ratchet, but in a different world. And there's a small D here. Wonder what that means. But I really like this character design. It could be an entirely new Lombax as well, but Ratchet also had these types of ears. I believe it's the same eye color. I don't know if we can get a good picture of Ratchet. Let's see. Oh no, Ratchet has green eyes. So she has blue eyes, I believe. Yeah, blue eyes. But, I mean, her character design is similar, but she has a robotic arm, D on the small. So, I don't know. It could be an entirely new character, or it could be Ratchet, this version of Ratchet in this dimension. But the fact that she kind of recognizes Clank could mean that she has her own version of Clank as well. So, there could be a female Clank in this world. I mean, I'm all for it. This looks great. I mean, 2 different Ratchets, 2 different Clanks interacting with one another as they take on Dr. Nefarious, who probably has a different version of himself. Maybe he has a good version of himself. This could be also, I'm entertaining the idea. This could be an evil form of Ratchet. What if this is not the hero, but actually the villain? I mean, long shot, but that would be an interesting twist. But overall, I really like this. This is like a take on Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time, but only they're going a little more wild with the dimensional rips, and instead of just using time as a focal point. But yeah, I really like this. So, I mean, I like the combat here and all this. Isn't there supposed to? There was gameplay. I know they showed that. Let's see if we can get that. Gameplay. Alright, let's do the gameplay.
Did you see that?
Alright, so it uses a dimensional hook.
Like my riding, bro? Off the Lombax!
Oh, cool! So you can go through dimensions, and he uses that as a hook to grab onto areas. I wonder if you can...
Look! It's Ratchet and Clank!
Ratchet is known among the populace, we just confirmed there, but then again, that should be expected. He is a Galactic Ranger and a hero.
Sand sharks from above.
Nice sand shark! Nice sand shark! My heroes! Mine is
Was that a kraken?
Or at least a very large octopus.
I love the environment is so more detailed, and there are a lot more characters. That was a major issue in the first game and the reboot. Like, the character models were just so stiff and unresponsive. They were greatly detailed. They were just like so.
I will never get used to that.
Hey, break reality. That's new. Is that a?
Don't let him get to the boss!
Did Dr. Nefarious really resurface after all these years just to try and
Oh, that was new?
take over the universe? Nefarious really
I know, I
resurface
saw it.
after all these years just to try
Okay, so he can use his he can use Clank to dodge left and right. That's
and
good.
take over the universe again.
Oh, new weapon, freeze ray.
I kind of wish he was
Scatterbomb.
doing a worse job!
He must have more planned than planned.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Destructible environments. Okay. Enforcer. This is probably some sort of shotgun. Electric shotgun. So you can use those barriers in order to pull a Ratchet in combat. For boxes or It plays more like a third-person shooter by the way Ratchet is aiming. Like you can steady your aim on.
That's all of them.
Alright, the gameplay looks fantastic. I mean, wow, really well done. I mean, I like the new direction they're going for. The combat looks a little more refined. I especially like the more expressive character models. As for the weapons, I mean, they're hit and miss. I mean, most of them are just like variant takes on the Blitz Cannon and the Fusion Bomb. Not really that excited. I mean, the Sentry turrets are basically just the turrets from Ratchet and Clank 1, only they freeze enemies now. So, I don't know. The weapons are a little bland, but I guess that should be expected. I mean, Insomniac has created so many creative weapons are eventually going to overlap. So, I mean, they've created creative weapons for Ratchet and Clank, Resistance, Spider-Man, all their games. Fuse is a lesser-known title that they made that had a lot of creative weapons. So, can't wait for this. I am a huge Ratchet and Clank fan. So, tell me what you think about Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Do you like it? Do you hate it? You're not looking forward to it? What are your impressions on the game? What do you think about that female Lombax? Do you think it's Ratchet from another dimension, or do you think it's just a brand new original character? Also, what do you think that D means? Or it could just be like a bolt or something. You never know. It might just be like part of her boots. I'm not sure. Either way, I like the game. Can't wait for it. Leave a like, a comment, and I'll see you all next time. Stay awesome, everyone.